Hi, are you planning to boost your productivity by many folds? Yes, welcome to Amazon Q, one of the most powerful generative AI assistant out there. This is a multi-part series where we will deep dive into how Amazon Q works. Let's get started.
Amazon Q Developer reimagines the experience across the entire software development lifecycle (SDLC), making it faster and easier to build, secure, manage, and optimize applications on or off of AWS. Amazon Q Developer offers two straightforward pricing tiers. The first one is Amazon Q Developer Free tier. It supports the following features: code faster with code suggestions in the IDE and CLI, free for public CLI completions, review code licenses with reference tracking, use where you work, your IDE, CLI, the AWS Management Console, Slack, and more. Limited monthly access to advanced features. The second one is Amazon Q Developer Pro tier. It costs $19 per month per user. It includes everything included in the free tier plus the following: manage users and policies with enterprise access controls, customize Amazon Q to your code base to get even better suggestions, high limits of advanced features. Amazon Q Developer helps you explore new AWS capabilities, review your resources, analyze your bill and architect solutions. It's an expert in AWS well architected patterns, documentation, solutions implementations, and more. The following architecture logically illustrates how you can use Amazon Q Developer. The end users of Amazon Q Developer can use any of the tools such as IDEs, VS Code, JetBrains, AWS Console, Terminal. These users will use AWS IAM Identity Center for authentication and authorization. Please note that use of the AWS IAM Identity Center is only available when using the Amazon Q Developer Pro tier. All of the other features are available regardless of tier. The users can provide a natural language query, prompt, or code context to the Amazon Q Developer Chat application. Chat provides the ability to ask questions about AWS, about support, architecture, best practices, and documentation. You can also ask questions about software development, understanding, and updating code. Inline code generation provides code suggestions based on your current and previous inputs. It generates line by line recommendations or an entire function block in one recommendation. Customizations help you get more relevant code recommendations in the IDE. Customizations help with these recommendations by making the service aware of your selected internal libraries, APIs, best practices, and architectural patterns, significantly accelerating development. Code transformation gives developers the ability to upgrade the program language version of the code files directly. With feature development, developers can define, collaborate, and solve software engineering tasks. Security scans identify security vulnerabilities and suggest how to improve your code. A tailored response is provided back to the user. This response includes specific data from the enterprise data sources based on the user's existing access controls within those enterprise data sources. In addition, AWS documentation is used to generate a response when you use the Diagnose with Amazon Q feature in the AWS Management Console. Amazon Q Developer tailors its response based on the environment. Let us say you have signed in to the AWS Management Console and would like to know about the service quotas for your account. You can ask Amazon Q Developer, the question in the console chat. How do I check my service quotas? Amazon Q Developer will respond to you with a step-by-step guide to view the console and also give you an option to validate through the AWS command line interface. Amazon Q Developer helps you understand, prepare, and analyze data from data sources by generating extract, transform, and load ETL scripts with AWS Glue. Examples of these data sources include Amazon Simple Storage Service, Amazon DynamoDB, Amazon Relational Database Service, and Amazon Redshift. Amazon Q Developer can generate the sample ETL script to load the data from an existing S3 bucket to get started quickly. Amazon Q Developer supports granular access controls. Through IAM Identity Center, it also supports integration with identity providers such as Okta, Microsoft Entra ID, and Ping Identity. This integration allows for seamless authentication and authorization within the development environment. The Amazon Q Developer IDE plugin significantly enhances your IDE by establishing built-in connections to essential tools and services. This integration streamlines your workflow and ensures seamless interactions within the IDE, boosting efficiency and convenience throughout your development process. The Amazon Q Developer Terminal plugin revolutionizes command line operations by integrating directly into your terminal. It supports IDE style completions for hundreds of popular command line interfaces such as Git, npm, Docker, and AWS. It gives you the ability to input natural language instructions such as copy all files in my current directory to Amazon S3. These instructions translate into instantly executable shell code snippets. Customization capability provides tailored suggestions as the service works with your private code repositories. This customization allows Amazon Q Developer to offer accurate recommendations based on your organization's unique libraries and coding standards. You can chat with Amazon Q in Slack or Microsoft Teams by asking natural language questions in English. You can ask questions regarding the AWS resources in your account, choosing between AWS services, best practices, and other topics. Amazon Q will respond with step-by-step instructions or summaries of information found in AWS documentation. The answer includes links to the source of the information. Amazon Q Developer plays a crucial role in enhancing the efficiency and effectiveness of the software development lifecycle, SDLC. Using Amazon Q Developer, you can reinvent across the complete software development lifecycle across the following 5 phases. Let's understand each of this phase in details. First one is the planning stage. AWS offers over 220 fully featured services to build virtually anything you want on AWS. So, when you're starting a new project, there's a certain amount of research involved, and picking the right tools takes time. Though you may search the internet or use publicly available AI tools, they can offer unreliable guidance as they lack AWS context about your applications or environments, and they are not integrated into your workflow, requiring you to switch between things and lose focus. You can chat with Amazon Q to explore new AWS capabilities, learn unfamiliar technologies, and architect solutions. It is an expert in AWS well-architected patterns, best practices, documentation, and solutions implementations. It also helps in optimizing the EC2 instances. You can also use it for any business-specific applications. Navigating through vast amounts of technical documentation and examples can be daunting and time-consuming. Amazon Q Developer simplifies this task by providing targeted business specific guidance and code explanations through conversational coding, aiding in the planning phase of application development. It also helps in optimizing the EC2 instances. You can also use it for any business specific applications. Navigating through vast amounts of technical documentation and examples can be daunting and time consuming. Amazon Q Developer simplifies this task by providing targeted business specific guidance and code explanations through conversational coding, aiding in the planning phase of application development. The second one is the creation stage, where you can use Amazon Q Developer in IDE and command line interface as a coding companion. You can use it for various features development as well. You can chat with Amazon Q directly within the IDE. As an inline coding assistant in both IDEs and the AWS CLI, Amazon Q Developer accelerates the development of new features and the maintenance of existing infrastructure. Its conversational coding capabilities help developers swiftly implement and iterate on their ideas. Instead of having to spend hours exploring old code, you can simply ask Q developer questions in the chat panel about your code and your architecture and receive a summary explanation of your projects, saving you time. Q developer understands your workspace structure and breaks down your prompt into logical implementation steps, which can include generating code, tests, API integrations, and more. You can collaborate with Q Developer to review and iterate on the implementation, and when ready, you can ask Q Developer to help implement each step. You can also customize Q Developer to reference internal repositories to make coding suggestions more relevant to your organization. The third stage is test and secure, where you can use it to generate unit test cases for your application. The test and secure stage of the SDLC can be tedious and time consuming, making sure that your projects are ready for production. Unit tests often find multiple scenarios to test code against. You can ask Q Developer to generate unit tests, and it will understand the code and provide appropriate test coverage that you can then add to your application with just a click. Amazon Q also helps in security scanning and remediation. Ensuring that code changes are robust and secure is crucial. This stage is also to ensure that safe code gets shipped. Q Developer can scan for hard to find security vulnerabilities. When developers receive these security vulnerabilities and they create a ticket for someone else to go fix it, Q Developer will come up with a recommendation for how to fix these security vulnerabilities and with a click of a button, go and automatically remediate them. Amazon Q Developer enhances this phase by assisting with generating unit tests and identifying security vulnerabilities. It also offers remediation advice through its integrated security scanning features, helping developers enforce best security practices effortlessly. Fourth stage is operation stage. You can use Amazon Q Developer for troubleshooting errors. It supports debugging multiple services such as EC2, S3, Lambda, and ECS. You can also use it with VPC Reachability Analyzer. For AWS developers, Amazon Q Developer is indispensable, offering expert troubleshooting and optimization across various AWS services. These services include Amazon S3, AWS Lambda, Amazon Elastic Compute Cloud, and Amazon Elastic Kubernetes Service. Integrated directly within your IDE, terminal, or console, Amazon Q Developer helps ensure smooth operations and efficient problem resolution. The fifth stage is maintain and modernize. You can modernize your code using Amazon Q Code Transformation. The Amazon Q Code Transformation feature of Amazon Q Developer streamlines the task of modernizing code and updating dependencies to newer programming languages. This feature reduces complexity and minimizes the risk of errors during the modernization process, which helps you keep your applications up to date and efficient.